Althea Gibson should have been on top of the world in the summer of 1957. Instead, she found herself at odds with it yet again. In July, Gibson won the women's singles title at Wimbledon, 6 years after becoming its first Black American competitor. Queen Elizabeth II presented her with the Victor's Plate, marking the first time a Black person, male or female, had claimed the top prize in tennis. Gibson was the belle of the Wimbledon ball that night, dancing the traditional first dance with Lou Hode, the men's singles champion from Australia. Blonde and white, Hode guided her around the dance floor. Some attendees watched in admiration. Others stared with displeasure. Days later, Gibson was back in her hometown, New York, riding up Broadway in an open convertible and waving at the thousands of people who lined the streets during the ticker tape parade held in her honor. The mayor gave her the key to the city, and a series of speakers lavished her with praise during a banquet at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel. Gibson was a wonderful ambassador and saleswoman for America, said one, a reference to the dozens of tournaments she had won around the world. She came up the hard way and now stands at the top of her class, remarked another. The mood changed in Chicago, where Gibson went to compete in the U.S. Clay Court Championship the following week. Because she was Black, none of the hotels in River Forest, the leafy suburb that hosted the tournament, would give her a room, forcing her to find lodging miles away. Intent on maintaining her form through the end of the season, she prioritized practice and rest over media obligations before the tournament began. Reports emerged that Gibson gave brush-offs to the mostly male press corps, refusing requests for interviews and photographs. Some journalists got close enough to ask Gibson questions. With the civil rights movement underway, they wanted to talk about race. Did she think that her accomplishments in tennis helped other African Americans? Did she cherish being compared with Jackie Robinson, who 10 years earlier had become the first Black man to play in baseball's major leagues in the 20th century? No, I don't consider myself to be a representative of my people. I am thinking of me and nobody else, she reportedly answered. I'm trying to help myself